Hi, hello there. This is the episode 7 of the Digital Quill podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. That is me. Hi. Hi there. How are you? How are you doing today? Is today just a day? We all have those sometimes. I am dehydrated as shit, but we're gonna get right to it. So, in the last episode, we kind of talked about my book, the 21 Days Gone book, and I've been kind of sitting back and analyzing my writing style and how I'm creating this book and how it's coming to tuition or fruition. Some big word that I'm trying to say and I think I'm thinking about. But yeah, I've been kind of analyzing my writing style, because if I ever am in an interview with someone, one of the questions is going to be, how did you write your book? It's every single person's question when you write a book. How did you do it? What was your writing process like? Were there any long nights where stuff like that? I want to be prepared, because it's all right, I need to analyze how I'm doing this. So when I get those questions, I think that's an autistic and ADHD thing. Sometimes I like to think I'm normal because I'm high functioning, and then I do things like that. whatever. The neurospicy continues, and here we go. But yeah, I've been analyzing it because I want to be prepared. I don't want to get to that question and be I just wrote it, which would be very much something I would do. So, analyzing my writing style, and in order to do that, I have compiled ideas of writing styles of other people throughout my entire life of experience, and also just minimal research and then other research. But then anyway, it's I've been doing this, and then I'm now doing my own profiling, because I'm doing the project thing and the book thing anyway, I've been analyzing it, and I have a really strange writing style. My process is very weird. And it's very much like myself. If I had to do a profile analysis on myself, and then as a third party, and then the writing profile analysis, I'd be yeah, no, that checks out. How this one operates in real life is very much how it writes. Interesting. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We aren't talking about stupid old books today, because no one reads anymore. So what difference does it make me prattling on about a book, right? I'm not Isabelle from Animal Crossing, okay? I could be, but we're not doing that. We're not doing book club. We're doing gaming club. Gaming club. That is right. Did I get your attention? Did I say the magic word? Games, video games, board games, gaming, gaming girl, gaming, 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 gaming. The nature got dark from my liking. Thank you. Dramatic effect. Yay. I like when improv works out. It might not make anyone else laugh, but it made me laugh, so that's what counts. I'm my only audience at the moment, including my notes. Anyway, so there's a lot we could talk about gaming if it was just me talking to an invisible audience, and that is exactly what's going on here right now. So, what can I say? I've been gaming a long fucking time. There were a few points in my life where I thought, why not writing, or not music, or not anything else? Why not gaming design? That was a very quickly hard no on that, because I'm I think it's very obvious that gaming is not something I'd want to do as a career or a profession or a job. I worked at GameStop briefly. That was enough. But it very much always is and always will be a hobby, an expensive hobby, but a hobby. Could be other hobbies. Could be doing drugs. Weed doesn't count. I mean, yes it does, but it doesn't count. It helps me focus better. and live better when I do it in an appropriate amount and not overdoing it. Which, there's science behind that. And eventually, come May, we might be talking about that. This photo probably doesn't exist anymore of me, but I was a young kid, probably 2, maybe 3, probably 2. I could hold a controller and a mouse. And I was at the family computer. I have some gamer horror stories that I might save. But let's just say that as a child, before everything came to a head, I had access to a lot of consoles. And because of who they belonged to, they ended up being put outside for a while. I don't know if that was intentional. I think they just didn't know and they were just cleaning up the entire room to reset it to 0 because of things. But there was a GameCube there, guys. A PlayStation 64. Rest in peace to the consoles that I had briefly played and then never got to own because they technically weren't mine. Damn it. Anyway, we have emulators now, and that's fine, and, you know, adult money. I have been gaming a really long fucking time, and I do have some strong opinions about it. About gaming, about fucking certain games, about game development. Some of those I'll save. My mind can be changed, but some of those I'll save. Just wanted to state that for legal effect that my mind can be changed. I have other gaming horror stories of things I've done. Gamer rage. It was one time. And I never really had gamer rage again in a way that was destructive or scary. It was more like just getting angry. But like, yeah, no, that one time beat it out of me. Reversed, because horror story for another time. I've told close friends and other friends this, so if you remember this story, shh. Don't say anything. Don't. I'm warning you. I know where some of you live. No, I'm kidding. Gaming soon? Ow. I don't usually play multiplayer games. I'm trying to get good at that, so please bear with me if I send you a friend request or you send me one on Nintendo Switch or Steam. I'm trying. I really am. I've been a solo gamer my entire life, not by choice. Okay, there was a brief time I played MMOs. That was nice. I missed it. All of those people were strangers though, and I don't like that anymore. Strangers are strange, especially online. I mean, some of them are okay, but not when you were me back then. Some strangers were strange. I had Gaia online when I was like 12, 13. Millennials and older Gen Zers will know what that is. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry for bringing that up. I know that hurts. I know some of this episode might hurt. I'm sorry if you're an old gamer. Emphasis on old. Because I am too. I know Sega Genesis, okay? Some people who are listening to this might not, okay? There will be a future that will maybe listen to this. Maybe the aliens will listen to this. I don't know, but they'll be like, what the fuck's a Sega Genesis? And I'll be like, distant memories long ago in a galaxy far, far away. It was a good time. There was a good time in gaming before GameStop took over and became a collectibles only shop. Yes, I'm throwing shade at you, and yes, I recently threw shade at you on fucking Twitter. Deal with it. I know my shit. You suck. GameStop sucks. Bring back Game Crazy. I don't care how corrupt it was. Bring it back. Bring it back. especially with $80 fucking game prices. Are you kidding me, Nintendo? I mean, as I said in my TikTok, I will pay $80, but make the games complete. Finish them. There are a lot of great games that have free DLC that don't need pay to play. Disney, what are you doing? What are you doing with Dreamlight Valley? Just saying. What are you doing? I mean, I love the free updates, but 2022. You came out in 2022. I know, 'cause I was there. Get your shit together. Something funny I thought of earlier. Streamers, gaming streamers, Twitch streamers. There are some of you. Bless you, by the way. I tried it for a little bit. I couldn't do it. I love gaming. It's a lot of technical shit I didn't feel like figuring out at the time of trying it. And I think I'd rather play the games with people in person or like over the internet connection than be watched through a streaming service. It's fine. You could do that. It's awesome. I can't do that. I feel strange. This feels strange. So, sorry. Great job. If you can stream, good for you. Awesome. Tread onward. And also join the Discord for streamer things, because I would like to connect more of you and also get more people on my side. From my side, from my lands, from my connections, to watch your stuff if they feel so inclined. Discord link in the links. I once took a test on gaming. One of those like stupid BuzzFeed quizzes or something. It was probably not like actually BuzzFeed, but it was something akin to that. And I can list out my favorite games for you. The Sims 3. I do have The Sims 4. I'm sorry, The Sims 4, but I can't. The Sims 3. Minecraft, No Man's Sky, Ark Survival Evolved, Skyrim, Fable. I can't remember which one I liked the most. I think it was 2. It might have been 3. Let's see. Roots of Pacha, Moonstone Island. Calico's a pretty good game. Harvestella, Octopath Traveler 2. I do have like a long list of games somewhere that I keep that I just like copy and paste when someone's like, "Oh, what games do you like?" And I'm like, "These ones." Like literally these ones. Good luck making that list. There are some that do make that list. And it is a long list, but that's because it's games I've acquired over time of playing. That's just really small compared to how many games I've actually played. You know how like certain like let's play streamers on YouTube and Twitch have like a huge library of games they just end up playing, and it's like usually over in the 100,000s or thousands or some shit like that, because there's like a lot of like smaller indie developers and things. Yeah, I collect games like I do books, and since I haven't been able to collect a lot of books in the last while because of like shelving space, and I switched to digital only since that was always gonna happen. I was fighting so hard to stay physical. But it didn't happen. I failed. I went digital. And that's fine. I was gonna head that way with or without me wanting to. Especially since Nintendo did the Nintendo thing. Oh, Nintendo. Still believe in you, though. But oh, Nintendo. I like open world games and games that I can kind of screw around and find out in. Yep. seems to be an ongoing theme. And you wonder, how will she write this book? How will she get it published and done? Don't you worry about that. Where there is a will, there is a way, and this book has been willed for a long time. Casually dropping it. I'm too confident in this thing. I need to like drown myself in my sorrows. I could go on about gaming, but I am dehydrated as fuck, and I need water or I'm going to die. Which is the opposite of my drowning problem. Or actually, maybe, I don't know. You know what? Now I have something to contemplate. Great. Awesome. Tired, dehydrated. I can't say the other thing, but girls get it. When you sync up with the moon, you get it. Boys know you don't. Maybe some of you do. Who knows? I don't know. But yes, we are coming to an end. I do have a lot of opinions on gaming. There are a lot of games that I want to talk about, and I will. And I have in some of my articles, which if you get tired of hearing my stupid voice, you can just read them instead. And it will be your voice in your head if you have that. Some people don't. If you don't have that, If you don't have that, comment below. Especially if you're on YouTube. Comment, please. One of the things that I want to give you as a piece of advice and wisdom today, and if my tongue is orange, I'm sorry. I had hot chips before this, and I should not have. I'm sorry. That is distracting to me. I've been noticing it this entire time, and I hate it. But anyway, got distracted. What was I saying? Something about... Oh, piece of wisdom and advice. I have that. I remembered. See, I'm good. I'm good. Piece of wisdom and advice I have for you today is this. Sometimes the things we want to do or the things we have to do to get to what we want to do is scary or difficult or strange or uncomfortable. And sometimes you're going to have to be uncomfortable to get better. It's not always going to be fun or easy to like improve and like get to where you want to go. But for example, I hate talking about myself. It makes me uncomfortable. I start to stutter. I start to sweat a little bit. Promoting is a nightmare, and talking about the things I'm doing is a nightmare. It's a weird problem I have. Sometimes I can do it, but like most of the time it's like a mess. And I'm just trying to like do that thing more often, like just talk about it, because the more I talk about it, the more comfortable I'll get. And I'll be able to be like, yeah, I have a podcast and it's this, without freaking out on the inside just a little bit. Yeah, it's a problem, and I'm working on that slowly. Very, very slowly. So yes, now we are coming to an end. I hope you are having a great day, and if you're not, that's okay. It's sometimes okay to not always be okay. Just remember, if you don't stop moving. If you stop moving, you'll never make it out of the dark tunnel. So if you keep going, you might just end up seeing the light one day. Thank you for letting me give you my time today. Hopefully I taught you or inspired you or motivated you or at least hopefully entertained you. That would be cool if I at least entertained you today. Remember, as always, humans of Earth, keep going. We've got this.